Hey, 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 and welcome to your career and abundance reading. This is Sound Wisdom Tarot. I'm Shannon Rose Scott, and let's get right into it. So in this reading, I'd like to use the Osho Zen Tarot deck, the Kipper, and Moonology. Okay, so we'll pull 3 cards from each deck and then give you the full reading. All right, so let's move right into this reading. What does my collective need to know regarding their career and abundance? This is a timeless reading, my friends, meaning that whenever you've happened upon it is the exact right timing for you. And just a reminder that this is a general reading, okay? So not every card might fit perfectly for your exact life. Please make sure to use your own inner wisdom and tune into which messages are indeed for you and which are actually here for someone else, okay? If you do want a personal reading, I do offer those. Check out the description below. Boom, the cards are already coming out, so let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit guides, high divine, intergalactical beings, and angel guides. Please help me connect to the spirit guides of my collective tuning in for their career and abundance reading. Wow, the cards are just spilling out without me even calling for their placement yet. I'm going to take all of those cards that spilled as like a overall energy. Here we go. But I want past, present, and future. Okay. We've got traveling, the dream, and intensity. Now, I promised I'd pull all the cards first before we get into what they mean. So now from the Kipper deck, please. Thank you, Spirit. We got courthouse. What else, please, Spirit? Clarifying the present, this dream. This dream, please. Clarifying this dream. What does my collective need to know regarding their career and abundance? Thank you. We've got occupation. And finally, intensity. Thank you. Wow, distant horizons. Okay. And last but not least, let's pull our Moonology. Thank you. Okay, we've got fiery climax approaches. We have it's time to release negativity. And we have show the world the real you. Oh, I like this. Wow, okay. Fascinating. Before I even look at what these jumpers that came through at the beginning, I actually want to go into the reading, and then we'll use those jumpers as some clarifying. So, past, which might mean recent past or years in your past. But in your past, you've been going towards some kind of unknown direction in your career. This is the 8 of Wands energy. This is just like throwing your wands out there, not knowing exactly where they're going to lead, but moving forward. You've been moving forward towards some sort of unknown destination, and it's taken you on a journey. You've been on a journey in your career, in your work life, in your abundance mindset. I see this like pathway on top of a mountain. So it's like it's had a lot of highs and lows. It's been a little dangerous at times, right? You've had like slippery slopes to deal with. But you've been doing it. You've been on this journey. And in this current moment, you're really focused on your dream. Now, this card is a little bit reminiscent of a dream that's a little too like with rose-colored glasses kind of dream. It's like here we have this image of this young woman dreaming about the perfect love, right? And not to say that you can't have your dream. Not at all. but to recognize that it may not work out like exactly as you have pictured in your mind. And then in the near future, the next likely steps is you're continuing to move forward. So I kind of like this for you, actually. You're moving with intensity. This is Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands energy. You're moving with intensity towards like your heart's dream. I actually really, really like this for you. You've been on a path of discovery. And now I guess this path of discovery has led you to recognize what your dream is, what it is you want it to be. And in the next likely future, you're moving towards it. Lovely. In the past, we have courthouse. For some of you, this means that you were actually involved in careers regarding the law. For others of you, you had to go to court regarding things in your career. And for others of you, this is not like literal at all, but more a sense of there being kind of some judgment in your past. You had to like go through some things to figure out, to develop the kind of judgment as to what kind of decisions you want to make. And that's what this journey was all about. This journey was filled with moments where you got to like identify and judge for yourself where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do. And there was like some fiery climaxes in that phase. Okay, I feel like there were some times where you had to hold other people accountable. Where there were perhaps some big arguments, some things that needed to be worked through. Because now here you are working on this dream, and you're working on it diligently. Here we have the card of occupation. This is someone who's really paying attention to the fine details. So I like that. You're actually working towards your dream. You're not just dreaming it. Here in this picture, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is almost the idea of like make believe. But no, you're actually working on the finer details. You're working late hours in the night. Some of you, you're working long and hard to work on your dream. For some of you, this is like a side hustle, and you actually like literally have to work at night, after hours kind of thing, when perhaps your children are in bed, if you have children, or after your other job, your day job kind of thing. But that's not for everybody. That's just a message for some of you. Many of you are simply just working really hard on the fine details right now, and that's good. And I think that results from perhaps in the past, this courthouse, perhaps there was times in the past, which is why this judgment card is here, this courthouse card is here, times in the past where maybe you didn't work on the finer details and it led to issues perhaps with the law. And this doesn't have to mean like grand issues, right? It could just mean like, sometimes you miss some of the paperwork that was involved. You miss some of the things that needed to be done. And so now you're making sure that doesn't happen. And I also feel like the thing you're working on here with this Moonology card, it's time to release negativity. You're really working hard right now on that. You're working hard on releasing your lack mentality, right? Regarding this dream. You're working hard on releasing any fears associated with this dream. You're working hard on releasing anyone who doesn't believe in your dream. And you're moving towards this dream with intensity in the near future. And yet it's going to take you to distant horizons. So this dream of yours may be like actually involving travel. Yeah. All these moving cards, right? We've had a lot of travel already in your past, and now you're moving with intensity in your future towards distant horizons. So this dream that you're working diligently on, it's taking you somewhere special, somewhere different, right? The work you're doing right now to release negativity is helping to free this anchor so that you can take this work journey in your career. This is also a sign, though, that it's going to take some time. Okay, so it's not going to be an instant success. It's going to take some time. It's going to take time to get there, but you're moving towards it, and you're showing the world the real you. That's beautiful. You're showing the world the real you. This work you're doing right now on releasing any negativity is going to help you show the world the real you. I think some of this courthouse stuff from the past, these fiery climaxes that happened, were because you weren't exactly being true to yourself at times. But you're fixing that right now. You're already in that energy. So this is your confirmation to keep doing that, because it's going to lead to you being able to finally show who you really, really are. Now, these cards that popped out at the beginning, the very first one was projections. So as you're working on your dream, I feel like other people are actually going to kind of come in and project their own fears onto you. And that's part of what you have to release. Okay, other people. I mean, even like I did at the very beginning, I think maybe I was picking up actually on those projections of other people. At first I was like, just make sure, right, that you don't like hold too tightly onto the idea of how this dream has to come exactly, that it may not look exactly as you want it to. That could, though, be part of a projection. So if some people are telling you, oh, that's just a dream, you can't have that. That's just a dream, you can't have that. Remember, that's only their projection of their own fears that they're putting onto you. That's not reality. Here in this image, we have like these people that see each other but don't really see each other. Now on the other side, that is a little bit as well, though, along the lines of being careful not to like have such a firm idea of what your dream has to look like that you miss out on this wonderful journey. Okay? On how because this distant horizon card is full of possibilities. Once again, we don't know exactly where this ship is going. We don't know exactly where you're moving towards intensity, just that you're moving forwards, right? Just that you're like going towards it. You don't know exactly who the real you is until you're in certain situations. The real you can change moment to moment. So this is also just reminding you not to project even onto yourself or onto your dream exactly what it has to look like, yet still believe in its potential to be what it is you want. We have slowing down. Interesting, because all of these other speedy cards, right? This card of intensity. You're slowing down because it's important right now, even though in the near future, you might be moving forward with intensity. Right now, you are being called to work on these finer details of your dream, okay? Slow it down. Make sure you're not rushing through steps or definitely skipping steps. Oh, skipping steps can seem so alluring, you know? It can seem like no, I'm ready to skip this step. I don't have to do all of these processes. I don't have to, work on my finances, all these kind of things. It's like, no, actually you do. Okay, do not skip the step, because skipping the step will eventually take you back further and you'll have to like start again. Okay, so slow down now, especially because you are in the near future going to have this urge to move with intensity. But a reminder, this is like a long distant horizon. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It doesn't mean that you're not going to start the journey soon, but it's going to take a while. So enjoy the process, right? Slow down and see all these beautiful colors around you. Slow down, smell the roses, be in the journey itself instead of trying to get there, trying to get there, trying to get there. Okay? We have comparison. Watch out on this journey for comparing your life to others, for comparing where you're at in your career, in your abundance, to where others are, to comparing your dream to others' dreams. Because just like these two trees, this bamboo and this other one, they both have their beautiful components. They both have their benefits. They both have their uses in life, and they're totally different. And that's okay. Right? They don't have to be the same. They're two totally different trees. So just as other people also may project their comparisons onto you, this is just a little warning for you to stay true to yourself. Stay true, whether you're the bamboo or the other one. Okay, stay true to what the kind of tree you are. Most of us, when we go into a forest, we don't like say, oh, that tree's so much better than this tree. And, that one's nice and straight and that one's curved. Like usually we're just like, oh, I love the diversity of this forest, right? I love how this tree does this and this tree does this. And we're not comparing them in such a judgy way. That was part of your past. Okay, that's part of your past, that whole idea of comparison. Let it be in the past. This is interesting to me. You have both the participation card and you have the aloneness card. So this speaks to me that there needs to be a balance of these two energies for your dream to really come to the fruition that you're longing for it to come to. Okay? In order to show the world the real you need a balance of both of these energies. You need to know when it's time to participate with others, to say yes to those social events, to say yes to the work events, to say yes to collaboration, and when you need to say no to those things and instead spend time on your own. Because aloneness is not the same as loneliness, and it's when you're in this hermit mode, this aloneness card, that the true, the real you, that one side. This is interesting, yeah, because this is very interesting. Because there's a part of you that is more real when you're alone, and there's another part of you that is more real when you're with others. Both parts are you. Both parts are real. And both parts are needed. They're not two different masks. Yeah, I'm getting this weird message from Spirit. Like sometimes I think you feel like these two sides of you, like that one of them has to be false, but that's not true. Both sides are real. Okay, you are kind of like two different people. We all can be, right? We're one person when we're alone, and we're another person when we're with other people. But both parts, both masks are real. A mask doesn't necessarily mean it's false. We all wear different masks. We wear our mask, our parenting mask if we're a parent. We wear our, daughter or son mask. We wear our brother, sister mask. We wear our work mask. We wear our friend mask. They're all real. And you're being asked to wear each mask skillfully. Okay, know when is the right time to be with other people and to join in and participate. And when it's time to go on your own and nurture your own inner light all by yourself. This is letting you know that sometimes you actually need to be completely independent and to be the one giving yourself the validation you seek, to be so full of your own light, your own dream, your own real you, that it doesn't matter how other people project onto you. Those projections just fall off. And yet, in order to get to where you're going, in order to run this wild skyship going towards the dream in your distant horizons, you need to participate with others. You can't run this ship by yourself. So there's a lot of beautiful things coming for you here. It's all good, right? It's all good energy. The only little tricky thing to watch out for is some of those projections, comparison, and moving a little too quickly. Okay, so when you notice yourself moving a little too quickly, remind yourself to slow down and be in the process. All right, and if you need to practice mindfulness, if you need to practice meditation in order to do that, do it, okay? And if you need help with that, I also do a course, a whole big course on tons of different mindfulness practices, tons of different meditation practices that help you do exactly this, that help you learn to slow down and enjoy each moment. It's in the description box below as well. Watch out for when you're comparing your own journey to those of others, and let yourself be your own true self. Notice when other people are projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you, and you'll be able to do that better, more skillfully, if you are balancing out these energies of being alone in hermit solitude and participating. All right, my friends, I hope this was helpful. Do comment below and let me know how this resonated for you. The more you comment, the more I can tap into your energy, your specific energy in these future collective readings. Even if you just want to drop me an emoji, that really helps. And do make sure you've liked this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. And thank you for all of you who've already done so. It means so much to me. And until next time, keep tuning into your inner wisdom, your inner path. Ciao.